Okay, when you click to create a new character, you will immediately notice some interface changes. One of the more obvious changes is that there are only 4 backdrops now. Death Knights still have their standard one. Alliance all have one that is based in Stormwind. Horde all have one that is based in Orgrimmar. And Pandaren have their own new one based on the Wandering Isle. I do not know if they will create more backdrops for the final release of the game, but my guess is they probably will. As we continue creating our Male Pandaren, pay specific attention to the ability for the character model to articulate in the face and extremities, which is far beyond any of the other character models. This is also the first model that has the ability to naturally blink. After you have selected your gender, race, and class, you can click the next button to further customize the character model. And yeah, the beta is still buggy, so every once in a while an error will come up. As we select our features, you will notice that there is a preview pane on the right-hand side that gives you a basic idea of the options that you can choose from. As I scroll through the skin color options, you will notice that there is a fairly wide variety. However, Pandaren do not actually have any more skin color options than the other races that are already currently in the game. Once you have found the skin color that is to your liking and choose it, you will need to click the face option in order to choose face options. When you do so, you will notice that there is now a zooming feature that allows you to more closely inspect what facial features you are choosing. Pandaren have 21 facial feature options, which is almost double that of any of the other current character races that you can choose. These added facial feature options really gives players the ability to create a unique character that they can call their own. When you end up going through the options, you will notice that many of them are asymmetrical, giving your character a very unique look. Many players will want to take the time to choose the one that best fits their character. With so many facial options available, you may want to choose a few that you like, and then go back through the skin colors to see if there's a combination that you may find more to your liking. Since this is the first character that I actually took the time to look through all of the facial options with, I ended up finding it difficult to find one that I really liked. There were so many that were very unique and interesting to me. After doubling back a few times through the ones that I liked, I ended up deciding on one of the asymmetrical designs. I tend to like things that are not exactly perfect across the face, so this fit me well. After finally making my decision, I ended up moving on to the modest amount of hairstyles that Pandaren have been given. However, upon going through the hairstyles, I kind of found them lackluster, and I really didn't need to take much time in deciding which one I really liked. There just really wasn't any options that were very unique, nor interesting. However, they do fit the models well, and ends up giving your character a very well-rounded design that fits the rest of the Pandaren model, by not being overly exaggerated or distracting. After you have gone through all of the hair options and choose the design that best fits the rest of the character that you have created, you can move on to facial hair. I found most of the facial hair options interesting, if not sometimes odd, and could not help but notice that any of the options that had braided hair within them were animated very well, and really added some very interesting design elements to the character model. I think it is well worth taking the extra time to decide on the options that you find most interesting. Remember that you can always go back and change some of the options that you have previously set to see if there is a combination that is more to your liking. After all, this is your Pandaren, so take the extra time to create the one that you want to play. I hope you've seen all the options that you'll have to look forward to in the next expansion, and see you next time.
Male Pandaren, born and raised on the mysterious Wandering Isle. While many of your fellow Pandaren prefer a tranquil life, the lure of adventure burns in your blood. Recently, the Wandering Isle has begun erratically weaving about the world's oceans. The air grows cold, and your island home is spiraling toward disaster. As one of the most promising of students at Master Shang's monastery, you may just be the salvation for your people. But first, you must complete your training.